Assassin is that big favorite of Faker that may have lost in his most recent game, but has been their most potent pick. They're going to ban Rakan on the blue side here, which is very interesting. Both teams have been playing Xayah Rakan recently, but I guess there's been some duo queue with Bang and Effort, which does prompt the blue side Rakan ban.
Yeah, just don't want to have it first picked against you. Decide to ban out Rakan, so maybe we see Xayah, but most likely not. Tristana still available, one of the bigger AD carries we've been seeing more often. Not too many bans towards the AD carry, so yet that very high-tier jungler in Sejuani. Sejuani going to be picked up here for Ambition.
Taking over Skarner, you will notice, and Olaf, which is left available. They're not worried about Blank jumping onto the Olaf, and the Skarner doesn't have the best matchup into the Sejuani, because so often we've seen Sejuani walk up, ult the Skarner, and then smite away an objective, or turn around the engage. Blank will go to the champion he has a world skin on. Jump onto the Zac, which has been a big pick for him in the past. And Faker is looking to blind pick very early. He's banned away the Vel'Koz. He knows that matchup is not there for Crown, and seems like he will take the Azir away from Crown as well.
Yeah, certainly an interesting blind pick in that one. Perhaps just going with confidence for these two guys. You know, you mentioned the world skin for Blank. I think anything to get his head back in the game would be nice, and perhaps that will help him out. So Ruler going to be jumping onto the Ezreal here.
So this suggests they want to first round their AD carry, and we've seen teams try and first round Caitlyn and have it turned around. So try and first round the Tristana and have it turned around on them again and again by aggressive picks like the Caitlyn that SKT were first picking on the blue side not a couple of days ago. Just going to go for Ezreal, suggesting they're not going to play around bot side to any great degree in the early game. QV gets his big pick. He has been majestic on the Camille in recent memory. And with the Gnar banned away, the Camille takeaway is a big one for him.
Been seeing a lot of people popping off on the Camille, even Crazy having a good game on that recently. And I mentioned the Xayah, but even without the Rakan, still going to pick up the Xayah here for Bang.
I'm very curious to see Xayah priority. Does have the ability to lift off during the Hextech ultimatum and buy time. Can't actually exit, of course, but all about the delay there. So taking this verdict out of the Hextech ultimatum. So going to be tank Fatal for the first time in a while. And okay, we're going to go for a return to their mid-game comps. They don't have the Varus, they have the Ezreal. So a different two-item power spike, but a very mid-game focused comp from KSV. They do have split push in the late game, but they are largely trading on Ruler, and these are sort of comps they had moved away from largely that I was kind of encouraging. The Galio pick didn't work, but a utility mid laner and setting up around the one player who has been a hard carry in solo queue and situationally in professional play in Ruler is a style I like to see from KSV, whereas for SKT, team fighting, but not the Xayah Rakan, the Xayah Janna. First time we're seeing this, maybe ever, in the LCK.
It's very weird. You mentioned how, okay, the Xayah into the Camille, right? You can Feather Storm, you can get up there and try to dodge out a bunch. And then they pick even more disengage with the Poppy to counter that directly, and then the Janna as well. So how far are you really going to take it? For just skipping over the Tom Kents, which we've been seeing a ton out of all the supports in LCK, and skipping over that and going into the Janna, very strange.
I mean, the Hextech ultimatum should almost never register as you have Monsoon and Emperor's Divide and the Poppy ultimate to answer it. So maybe Camille in a team fight will be useless. And if you consider KSV's comp, they want to fight at a specific
board on the left side of that lane right now.
Seeing Ambition bot side, he's level 6, but so is Blank, so SKT know about the potential of something happening here. Infernal was the first spawn, and KSV, with their mid-game focus comp, would love to start getting Drakes to pack more of a punch as the game goes on.
Speaking of a fight, he's trying to alley-oop him over to Blank, but they're turning this one around. Faker trying to flash away. That low karma, though, is going to go down. First blood going over to Blank in the jungle. Now with the red buff ticking onto Ambition, trying to get him down low here, but not quite enough. Will go for one more, does get it, and forces that flash away.
Oh!
Ezreal ultimate coming on in, making things interesting. Tal with a fantastic roam from top lane, picks up the kill onto Ambition, and CoreJJ uses his flash, cannot get in range for Ignite, and does not get a kill.
Yeah, KSV used just as many members, but don't get the kill. Ambition greeted super hard, walking over to his wolf camp and was taken down. Red buff for the laning phase will help Tal. Here's the replay. This is really well set up by SKT. As they wombo in, the elastic slingshot damage doesn't register, so Crown doesn't die instantly. They are able to take down the Karma early in the piece. Very late roam coming from both the support and the top laner, but it was the greed of Ambition who could have just backed away, gone straight down mid lane after flashing. Instead, chose to walk up. Gets assassinated by Tal, who's kind of happy that he missed the hero's verdict there.
Just in time, but the zoning effect is there. They're gonna get the kill, and going for the dunk here, gonna get two. Is Faker on top of them? Ambition just trying to disengage. Blank still alive in a fantastic monsoon there. From the Janna, Faker able to follow up now onto the kill, and Crown in a lot of trouble here. No flash left available. He should go down here. One more will do it. A double kill over to Faker as well, making it 4-0. Two Infernals in SKT's camp.
A beautifully constructed fight around the Inferno at the perfect time before Muramana was online for the Ezreal. KSV didn't want to fight. Blank went in, occupied the backline, and even though that didn't lead to a teamfight victory initially, they got the Inferno, then got the bonus as Sejuani was too far forward, looking for a smite contest. They get the mid lane turret as well. KSV are being schooled in the early game by SKT. Even though they're scaling for SKT, the early game pathing of their jungler has been much more on point, and Ambition predictably has been second to most of the objectives, and that's the reality of Ambition in the jungle, but this is the reality of Blank suddenly being a lot more clutch in his early game decision making.
It's fantastic to see. It's not just Blank, but then you take a look at Faker's plays overall. I feel like Faker and Blank, they're just kind of holding hands together and high-fiving as they take down member after member. Just this combo has been so fantastic. Effort having a good game on the Janna as well. Really got to give him props. Really good monsoon positioning. Very confident on the Rift tonight.
Full control ward put down to completely take over. His nice outplay.
Oh boy, just totally missing that one. And there it is. The second Q comes in. Kyve getting that solo kill. Now Ruler might be in some trouble here. Has to flash. But look at that diamond. Faker gets everybody into the team. A huge play that should amount in a bunch of kills here. Gonna get one, and now Core JJ pretty trapped on the end of it. The Blade Caller helps out, and Faker picks up another kill on the back of it. SKT are flying away with this one.
One small piece of good news in the bot lane as the outplay comes in onto Tal, but in the 4v4 there's still very powerful Valdez. Massive engage from Faker. First highlight play from him in a couple of series. They're taking over the Baron pit. They're starting up the Baron.
This is going to be incredibly fast. They got double Infernal. The TP comes in first from Tal. It's going to be up to Ambition, but he's already locked down between these two. Can they even pick up the kill here? They're going to force his flash away, but a very easy Baron going over to SKT at 22 minutes into the game.
What a big play on the top side. On the bot side, you can say the same thing. Kyve picks up his Camille, and we already mentioned that team fights will be a struggle for him with all the disengage. If you can outplay like this in the 1v1, maybe the 4-1 composition can take over. Seems unlikely, as Baron is usually the great answer for something like a 4-1. On the other side of the map, cleanse, flash, ult, onto 3. Beautiful stuff. Doesn't instantly kill all 3. But they get the value they want with Blank getting a secondary engage. This is the SKT that we saw with Blossom that hasn't been there with Blank previously. They're putting it all together. They've got the extra experience. And for once, with Wolf not in the lineup, the shot calling seems pretty on point from SKT as well.
Whatever it is, it's working. A fantastic game one for them. That's just gives you and the team as well so much confidence. The biggest thing in the world for a Janna, but can help out in the end of fights to pick off someone or just get better positioning with the Monsoon. We are going to have the Baron started up, and this is what we talked about. Double Infernal and the Mountain with just a Zir damage, basically. That's going to be it. The Baron goes over so quickly. Nothing that KSV could do.
One of these really great red side strategies we see. SKT have done it before. It's taken under the nose of KSV in a bloodless fight. Don't even need the fight to get the Baron. This will help the Poppy to actually be able to push up into the Camille. And SKT now just need that one team fight to break the base and honestly break the game, because it feels like they've bossed KSV around the map for the better part of 30 minutes.
And speaking of timing, double banner of command finishes up right before this. And here we go. Effort gonna use his now, and the real push begins. As the karma damage is laughable at this point. One empowered Q, and it doesn't do anything, even to the backline that still survives. And Siege tank getting to work here. Everybody protecting it. That should be an inhibitor going down in just a second. Trying to engage here onto Ambition. Look at that Faker damage. It's unbelievable at this point. Ambition just throwing out a desperation ultimate saying, please, don't hurt me. But not much they can do as this Banner minion is still pushing the bot lane.
It's still in the hot.
And micro ones at that, not big ones. And, well, we're going to begin pushing in once again. They even have that sun turret, the sand turret coming up behind them. Just to shorten that lane and give them a little bit of presence if KSV wanted to engage, which they absolutely cannot at this point. Bang! Bang! He's going 1v5 at this point, obviously with the help of the Janna, but oh boy, this is looking like a done game at this point. SKT want to push on to the Nexus.
They don't have any minions to do autos themselves, but the Banon's going to do the hard work. The chunks are not coming. Needs to be a desperation engage from KSV.
Well, they're going to do that, and the Baron is going to time up here. Trying to get onto Bang. They are going to get onto him. He does get the Feather Storm out there just in time. The Windian's getting to work. And the top lane saying, if you want to fight us, we'll just delay, and eventually that turret should go down.
KSV got a lot of value out of that war. They don't have one here, though, so Zach's not spotted.
Just endless action in the backline. QV goes down now, and Ambition, stop watching. Just having a little bit of fun, because there's no way that he can get out of there. As Blank now trying to acquire some more targets. He's going to get one. This should be the end of the game. Another person goes down. Core JJ, the only one that's left, and they're going to give that kill over to Faker. Definitely very well deserved, but 36 minutes is all it's going to take. Medium length game here. SKT looking clean as hell as they take game number 1.
And clean is a word we haven't been able to use to describe SKT all season. They have been far from clean. Even when they went on a winning streak with Blossom, it was aggression, not this